You've heard of it. That little red book, those stars. For more than 100 years, the Michelin star has been the absolute peak of fine dining. It can literally make a chef's career overnight. But the real story, the secret recipe behind it all, it's way, way weirder and a lot more brilliant than you probably think. So, let me just ask you a question. What in the world could the fanciest, most exquisite food have in common with a set of boring black rubber car tires? The answer, as wild as it sounds, is pretty much everything.
Okay, so let's jump in the time machine. We're going back to 1889 in France. Two brothers, André and Edouard Michelin, start a tire company. Simple enough, right? But they had a huge problem. See, there were less than 3,000 cars in the entire country. They needed people to drive more. So, in 1900, they came up with this crazy idea, a little red guidebook for motorists.
Yup, you heard that right. The Michelin Guide, the symbol of culinary excellence, wasn't born out of some deep love for food. Nope, it was one of the most brilliant marketing plays of all time, designed to get people to drive around, explore, wear out their tires, and, you guessed it, buy new Michelin tires. Genius, right? And what started out as just a clever way to sell more product, well, it ballooned into this incredibly powerful and kind of strange business model. It's a strategy that's well over a century old, and honestly, it might be more powerful today than it ever has been. So here's where it gets really interesting. Check out this paradox. The Michelin Tire Company is a monster, pulling in over $30 billion a year. But the famous guide? It's estimated to lose about $24 million every single year. So why on earth do they keep doing it?
Well, this quote from the company itself says it all. They call the guide an unrivaled vehicle for promoting the brand. That $24 million loss? It's not a loss, it's a marketing expense. It buys them a level of prestige and cool factor that you just can't get from a Super Bowl ad.
And the business model just keeps getting smarter. Today, whole countries and tourism boards pay Michelin millions of dollars in what they call partnership fees, just for a chance to have their cities reviewed. Now, to be clear, they're not buying stars, but they are paying to get a seat at the table.
So how did a tire company's travel booklet get this ironclad global reputation? How do they actually decide who's worthy of a star? Well, it all comes down to a process that is famously and intensely secret.
I love this quote. It's basically the CIA, but for food. The people making these huge decisions are a small team of anonymous, full-time inspectors. These are folks who used to work in high-end hospitality, and now they spend their lives on the road, eating about 250 meals a year, always paying their own bill. Their identities are one of the best-kept secrets in the whole industry. So what are these secret food agents even looking for? It's not about the fancy silverware or the crisp white tablecloths. It's only about what is on the plate. They use these 5 strict criteria to judge every single meal, no matter where it is in the world. But you know which one is the absolute most important? Number 5, consistency.
And that consistency leads to the stars themselves. So, 1 star. This means the restaurant offers high-quality cooking worth a stop. You see how that language ties right back to the original idea? A guide for people on a road trip? 2 stars takes it up a notch. This means the cooking is so excellent, it's actually worth a detour. The guide is literally telling you to change your travel plans just to eat this meal.
And then you have the Holy Grail, 3 stars. This is for exceptional cuisine, worth a special journey. At this point, the restaurant isn't just a stop along the way, it is the destination. But, chasing that kind of perfection, it definitely comes with a price. Getting a star is a dream, but keeping it can turn into a total nightmare. The pressure is just immense. The money on the line is just astronomical. The legendary chef Jules Robuchon once estimated that 1 star brings in 20% more business, 2 stars brings in 40%, and getting that 3rd star, it can double your business practically overnight. But what goes up can also come crashing down. And the emotional gut punch of losing a star is just brutal. When Gordon Ramsay's New York restaurant lost its stars, he said he wept. He actually compared it to a painful breakup. This isn't just a business rating for these chefs. It's deeply, deeply personal. The late great Anthony Bourdain pointed out another problem. Remember how important consistency is? Well, that pressure can sometimes kill creativity. Chefs get terrified to change anything about a dish that won a star, which can lead to what Bourdain called robotic cuisine. So all of this brings us to right now. We live in an age of TikTok food reviews and Instagram influencers. So how does a 125-year-old institution even stay relevant? Can these slow, secret judgments from anonymous experts really compete with the chaotic, fast-paced world of social media?
Well, it looks like they're trying to adapt. If you look at Michelin's own food trend predictions, they're embracing everything from plant-based cooking to global street food. I mean, they're even giving stars to tiny street food stalls in Thailand. That shows you fine dining isn't just about white tablecloths anymore.
So what started as a marketing ploy to sell tires became the undisputed global authority on what makes a great meal. The whole journey is just incredible. And it leaves us with this one big question for today. In a world with an ocean of food content, who really gets to decide what's good? The anonymous, lifelong expert or the influencer on your phone?